The Ahab Jezebel network of spirits work together in predictable patterns. No person is likely to have all of them, but enough will appear to identify the culprits. Jezebel is disobedient to God and promotes wrong order in the family. Ahab also has a light attitude towards sin. He considers sin and disobedience of God's laws as trivial. Institutes premarital sex for herself but bitterly condemns it for others. Sin is condoned and tolerated in the family if she can use it to maintain control. Likes to play the role of God controlling family and the church. Ahab wants Jezebel to make the decisions, although he may later blame her for the results. Takes away the husband's authority and works on the premise that the ends justifies the means. Ahab permits this. Every Ahab deserves his Jezebel. Tells, not advises or suggests, her husband what to do and when to do it. Ahab puts up with this kind of treatment for fear of her anger. Rebukes and contradicts her husband in front of others. Belittling his manliness castrates him emotionally by cutting him down before others. This provokes the male Ahab to real anger and resentment. Christian wives with Jezebel spirits fake submission, dutifully asking her husband's opinion about a matter. If he does not agree with her, she will continue nagging, determined to change his mind. He responds with anger and resentment. Treats her husband as a little boy. Ahab enjoys childish privileges and playing mommy's little boy, playboy, workaholic, alcoholic, or player. Desires to be her husband's mother rather than his wife. Ahab really wants a mother so he can remain a Peter Pan or a spoiled little boy. Bedroom blackmail and sexual rationing are the most potent manipulations over her husband. Ahab responds with anger, disgust, and repulsion, which may produce impotence, defeat, and frustration. He may retaliate by engaging in adulterous affairs or retreat into sleep, television, newspapers, sports, alcoholism, or other activities outside of his home. She becomes deaf to Ahab's problems, never considering that she may have problems herself. She likes to push her husband into better job positions or up the social ladder. If things do not go right in these plans, Ahab pouts and sulks, becomes depressed and displeased, loses his appetite, displays childish self-will, and wants his mommy to make everything right. No matter what Jezebel does, her marriage is never satisfactory. Both partners become disappointed and frustrated. Ahab is attracted to a Jezebelic woman because he senses she is hard and can take abuse. This gives him an excuse to commit adultery, get drunk, act irresponsibly, and rationalize that she deserves it. Controls the hospitality in the home. She likes a lovely, spotless home but doesn't like to share it except to show off. She can make her husband's friends very uncomfortable. The Bible indicates that the man is the host who does the inviting of guests and showing hospitality. Ahab reacts by going out or to his friends' houses where there is a more comfortable atmosphere. Because of the desire to control and mother men, she is drawn to men who want her kind of love. She is hurt repeatedly because no matter how hard she tries to please him in an ungodly way, she is disappointed by his inability to give and receive love. The Ahab spirit in these men wants love but is really unable to give or receive love freely. This results in demonic striving, divorce, or unhappy living arrangements. Jezebel's family is always in confusion, trying unsuccessfully to please or placate her. Family members are made to feel guilty for wanting to escape her destructive control. Ahab is part of this plan as well as one of its victims. Jezebel is also a victim, often being very unhappy. Jezebel's tongue castrates males, makes women worthless, and keeps children from growing up. Ahab fears her acid tongue and uses her for his selfish purposes but hates her for her cleverness. Unable to display natural affection, she is merciless, especially to the aged, selfishly absorbed in his own interests, as he is not able to give or receive love in a godly manner. Opens herself and her family to evil spirits by being out of order. This is true of Ahab's spirits also. Jezebel spirits are usually inherited from the sins of the fathers. The same is true of Ahab.